So like about a year and a half ago, maybe a little bit shorter than that, Dusty had this real bad problem with nature. And it's bad. It's really bad.
About a year ago, I was hit by a bus. A city bus. They gave me a free bus ticket home. Well, that was like the last thing I wanted to do was ride the bus home, and plus my mangled bike wouldn't fit on the bike rack anymore. And I'm walking with it on my shoulder, and I'm like, I just got hit by a bus! And I threw down my bike, and I got this call like immediately. So I pick up the phone, and it's like, hey Dusty, it's Nature! And I'm like, Nature? I thought Death would be calling or something, but no, it was Nature, and I'm like...
So I was out of town, and my boyfriend Dusty calls me. But it wasn't Dusty, it was Nature. Nature. I'm like, who's Nature? And I asked him, I'm like, is Nature your first name or is it your last? And he just replied with, it's my proper name.
Yeah, Nature fucked with my life a lot. He replied to phone calls to my girlfriend and my mom. I don't really talk to her much anymore. Well, I mean, I talked to my mom. It took a while. He needed a place to stay. It took me like a while to remember who he was. And I think if I hadn't been delirious from the bus accident, I would have said no.
Yeah, like a week after the dude was in town, I got a phone call from Dusty, or I thought it was Dusty. It was actually Nature using Dusty's phone. And he was like talking about the strip club, and I really didn't know the guy very well, except that he smelled funky. But I figured, I mean, you know, I wasn't doing anything that night. I wanted to go to a strip club. I like strip clubs. I'm a fan of naked women. So I'm like, sure, let's go to the strip club. I thought we were just going to a strip club.
So Nature decided he was moving to Portland. And I'm like, how are you gonna do that? Like, I'm feeding you. You're staying at my house. So he comes up with this great idea that he's going to be a male dancer. And so he opens up some phone books and he starts looking through, which is, you know, that's pretty smart. I could be proud of that. And he finds some place. He finds this place called Eve's Lookout Point, way out on the edge of town, that'll give him an audition. And so he practices in my bathroom for like a week. You could just, the night comes and I'm sitting downstairs, I'm drinking coffee, and Nature comes up to me and he's like, are you gonna come and support me at my dance routine tonight? And I'm like, no, I don't think so. And I get this call from Adam.
Yeah. I was like, hey, what's going on, man? Are you going to this Nature thing this evening?
Nature? You going to Nature's strip? When did you talk to Nature?
He called me. He called me from your phone, Dusty.
From my phone? When did he get a hold of my phone?
Figured I wasn't doing anything else that night. I mean, I drive the guy. He doesn't have a car yet.
Why do you want to go see Nature strip?
What are you talking about, man? We're just going to a strip club.
Nature's stripping.
Wait a minute. Nature stripping? Damn it.
I have something going on and it's really important.
Go. I'm going to this thing. I already told him like an hour ago I'd give him a ride.
So, Adam guilted me into going to the strip club at Eve's Lookout Point, like way out in the middle of nowhere. It's like, I don't know, 885th Street in Killingsworth or something.
My name's Ted, and I'm a bouncer at Eve's Lookout. It's a male strip club with exclusively only female clientele, and have auditions there every Tuesday, about 3 in the afternoon or so.
The last time I talked to Dusty, I called him, and he was at a strip club, watching Nature get naked. I pretty much ended it at that point. I got a real problem with Nature.
So we were in a male strip club. Dusty got this call from his girlfriend, and I went to the bar to get a drink. Actually, a lot of drinks.
So we get to this place, right? Eve's Lookout Point. It's like on the 2nd floor, and Nature gets skirted off to the back, and so we sit in the back table and overlook this, like, it's a room full of very obese women, and the dancers Well, the first dancer is a very tall, muscular black man. Very, very muscular. Dressed like a cop. And he comes out, and it's kind of dancey, lovey R&B music. And he comes out and he rips off his shirt, and there's like muscles all over. And it's like very intimidating. And I get this, and Adam goes to the bar to get drinks. Lots of drinks.
So his two buddies are sitting in the back and just start drinking. And, you know, the girls come there to kind of get away from the guys. And it's a lot of our regulars there, and they really don't like some guys back there. And they're just sucking down drinks. One guy's on his cell phone. I swear to God, they look like two fucking venereal warts on a dick. You know what I'm saying?
And the stripper like throws his shirt at the women, and they're like, ah, and like then he rips off his pants. He's got this G-string on underneath, and they're like tipping his G-string, and like he comes up to them and he takes out his dollar bills and he shoves it in their breasts, and he slides down their crotch and comes back up and pulls the dollar bill out with his teeth, and like the women are fucking eating it up like candy. It's really kind of uncomfortable for Adam and I.
So his two friends are just sitting in the back, you know, sucking down drinks, and you know, they're looking so uncomfortable. They're just sitting there like they're two guys in a doctor's office waiting for circumcision, and witnessing a violent childbirth.
And drinking.
The announcer comes on and he's like, okay, next up is Nature. So Nature walks out in a full robe. He's you know, it's all the way to the ground, and he's covered, and he's shaped like Adam. He's just this beanpole. He's really skinny, and
Guy comes out, he's wearing this hood thing. Looks like a Jedi or whatever. Yeah, and it was. I mean, mind you, the dude's built like me, man. I'm no like fucking Hercules or whatever. In fact, I'm a skinny little runt.
it's very well. Anyways, he gets up and it's just dance music, you know, just like do 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 do.
Start off real crystalline, like like, you know, without a beat or whatever, and he just stands there for fucking 3.5 minutes.
For the first 5 minutes, he doesn't move. He just stands there like a statue, and the women are just like, what's going on? And then the music picks up, and it's like, boom, 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 or whatever, you know, and then he starts dancing like this.
And the beat comes in, and he starts doing some of this or whatever, like he's got glow sticks, but he doesn't, you know?
Yeah, and he takes off his robe, and underneath
Rips off the cloak, and he's throwing it outside, and he's got this Hawaiian shirt on. Doesn't even match like his sarong, which is like brown or something. And he's wearing this wildly colored Hawaiian shirt, and he's got thick glasses just like these, and his hair is short like mine, and I'm embarrassed for myself.
Right, and they don't match, and the women are like, oh, and so they kind of start to trickle to the bar, and then he...
Again, in like ones and twos, the small audiences there starts trickling off to the bar, like peeling away, kind of like you see them psychically ripping themselves away from the scene.
Takes off his Hawaiian shirt and his sarong, and he throws it at the audience, and it's like Moses parting the waters. It's just like, ah! And they just get over.
He's got like this blue spandex wrestling outfit on, and I'm telling you, he didn't look like Emilio Estevez from Breakfast Club. He looked like Anthony Michael Hall, and it was...
He has on a blue leotard, like a one-piece wrestling suit, like you'd see someone in high school wear in the 70s. This isn't the part that he practiced in the bathroom, because he's having a lot of trouble. And he's like, God,
creepy, and he's trying to rip it off, and he can't.
You know, like, he's like pulling at it and pulling out and pulling out.
Oh, and you can just see the sweat building on his forehead, and with every bit of muscle he has.
By the way, every time I'm going to the bar, which is every 3.5 beats of the techno song, I'm getting 2 drinks at once, because I am totally embarrassed. For me, for Dusty, for Nature Guy, I don't even know.
At that point, Adam and I are like, oh my God. And there's a very long line at the bar to get drinks. There's actually hardly anyone at the tables anymore. I think the ones that are left are the ones that got drunk really early. And Adam he finally gets off the leotard and he throws it at the audience, and there's no one there to receive it. And underneath he has leopard print boxers.
And what male stripper wears boxers? But he's about to go for his package, and I just cut the music. I got to get him out of there. I mean, I don't need a full money. Had to get him done.
And he goes for the boxers, you know, like he's gonna take those off, and the DJ is like, okay, that was Nature. And Nature's like a little disheveled, like, oh, the music's not over.
And just then, he turned off the music, and I turned around, and Nature's still standing there in his boxers, kind of doing one of these for a few more seconds after the music's done.
You know, gets his stuff, and he walks to the back, and Adam and I are sitting there.
So after a little while, Nature comes from back. I guess he was back there talking to one of the strippers, and one of the male strippers. And he sits down and he's like, so, what'd you guys think? And Dusty's like,
oh, it was, you know, it was okay.
And I'm like, I just was like, that was really great, Nature, thanks.
The guy takes a while to come out from the back, and finally, you know, he and his friends are out there, and I just walk up. I'm like, all right, guys, it's time to go.
And he's like, well, now that you guys are done dancing, I think you should leave. And we're like, but we've only drank like half our drink so far.
And his fucking two buddies, I mean, not the freak that's dancing, but his two buddies are just sitting in the back, start giving me shit. Oh, we haven't finished our drink, la-di-da. Fuck them.
He grabs Adam's arm. He's like, now. And I think he made it very clear that Adam would be harmed if we didn't leave right then.
And then one of them starts to go, oh, I was hit by a bus. And I just looked at this fucking little punk, and I said, you walked in here, you can either walk out of here, I can throw your ass out.
We got kicked out of a male strip club because of Nature. I'm sorry, Heidi.
I got a real problem with this Nature guy. You know what I'm saying?